Had I been born 30 years earlier, I might have merited to see Africa before the introduction of the plastic bag. Unlike Europe or the US, where sanitation has had a chance to develop alongside consumption, in Africa, it seems, disposables arrived before there was any system of responsible disposal, or awareness of a need for such a thing. Thus, the far reaches of Ethiopia, Mali, and Ghana are carpeted in plastic bags. The smell of burned plastic is commonplace. In these places, I saw less manufactured packaging than where I grew up, but in all the markets, goods like beans, spices, cut fruit, and plantains were hand-bagged in clear plastic. These small doses of what they sometimes call provisions reflect the amount of funds the consumers typically have available at any given time. The excess waste could have been minimized were larger amounts packaged, but I gathered the average consumer doesn't usually have enough to buy more than his family's daily or weekly provisions. In addition, the larger opaque bags with handles were quite different from their equivalents where I come from. They fall apart like tissue paper, making reuse nearly impossible. In Ghana now, filtered water is available everywhere for cheap, in plastic bags. Great, clean water, but the bags end up right where the drinker finished with them. The problem in Africa today is still a lack of awareness. I'm not sure how many realize that this new synthetic material, unlike, say, fruit peels, lingers almost for eternity in the environment. In Ghana, I was distraught to sit behind a woman who snacked throughout the ride, and each time casually threw her garbage out the window as we passed marshes and rainforest. On the other hand, how can I blame her, considering the dearth of garbage pails anywhere? Beyond that, the Western world in which I grew up is not that much more advanced than Africa when it comes to garbage. I think it just knows how to hide it better. In many ways, like the open gutters and the slaughter of cattle in public, the Africa I saw just doesn't have the means to hide the things we prefer to keep private. In fact, though Yossi and I did not ourselves go see gold mines or heaps where computers are burned for copper, we know that Africa absorbs not only its own garbage, but much of ours as well. So, though I was sad to see the pristine corrupted, I had to appreciate it at least, for its brutal honesty.